Greetings friends and welcome to Let's Make a Tower Defense Part 9. Look at us, hey? Here we are on the winning and losing conditions. Really pretty much the last step of our Let's Make a Tower Defense journey together. Good heavens. Pretty much done. Alrighty, so friends, in order for us to have winning and losing conditions, we're basically adding like, when will the game be over, you know? In terms of both being like, hooray, we have made it to the end, and of course like, oh no, we've lost, now we want to try it. We want to try this once more. So we've actually pretty much got our losing logic built in already. We added this in when we had the lose condition, and when we added in lives and stuff a whole bunch of videos back. I think it was video number 2 or 3 or something. And basically what happens is we have a variable modifier that gets the value for lives, and when that value is equal to 0, then it activates a doorway. So we can keep it as that, and it'll be nice and simple. But I think just for the sake of like adding a sort of coherent and understandable game, we'll add a little timeline in. And in this particular timeline, I'm just going to go into that, we can add in like a text displayer. We could even add in some music that's a bit like meep, 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 game over. You know what I mean? Oh, whoops, not a dialogue text displayer, my bad, but a normal text displayer. Alrighty, and we can make it maybe like 4 seconds. 4 seconds. And that'll be like, whoops, that'll be like game over. Game over. Game over. And then you can even make like another message, like if you want to go underneath, you can be like the chickie didn't make it. Oh, alas, the poor chickie. Game over. The chickie didn't make it. Or you can actually add, let's add an emoji. Okay guys, to actually add emojis, you add a little colon, and then you can type in, oh no, it's not sad, is it? Oh, I think it's cry. Colon, and then a word, and then another colon on the other side of it. So it kind of works like the icons for whatchamacall, for like the PlayStation button icons. I'll attach a link to all the codes and stuff, and all those links for the buttons and also the emojis in the video description, so you can check that out there. But yeah, so game over, the chickie didn't make it. And we can have this in the middle of the screen, and we're also going to go to our settings, and it'll be always on top. So that'll be there, because when this is here, it's game over. We are done. Game over. Game over. Nice big text. The chickie didn't make it. And then a nice cry there. Alrighty. So that'll display for 4 seconds. It will also, after these 4 seconds are done, we can go into here, and we'll have it that when on end trigger, we can then power the doorway, and that'll be the end of the game. Alrighty. We can actually also do a thing, if you like, and you want to have it that when you lose you reset scene, you can maybe add a little dialog box. So what we can do is, we'll go in order to reset scene, we'll go into gameplay gear. This is in gadgets, gameplay gear, global settings. Then we can have it so that when you lose, it actually automatically resets, and that'll be, you see here, reset scene. There you go. So we'll go reset scene. You can have it either or, so it depends on you. If you want it to keep going and the game only ends when the player like presses the options button and then leaves, that can be it. Or you can have it that when you lose the game ends, or you can have it that when you lose it'll reset. So that's really up to you. I think I'll just have it that when you lose the game will end. Alrighty. Then the next thing we're going to do is have a win condition. So we've got our lose condition here. Actually, let's have a quick squiz to see if it works. Just to save us time, I'm going to reduce our lives to 1. I'm going to give us just 1 life. We've only got 1 life, yeah. You only live once when you're a chickie. These guys are moving pretty slowly. So essentially what's going to happen is when these dudes get here, when they get to the chickie, the poor innocent chickie, look at it. No, not the chickie. Then it's going to be game over. So here we are waiting patiently for these guys to make it to the chickie. I should really have increased the speed. But, you know, there's also, it adds to the tension, you know what I mean? We've only got one life. Dum, 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 dum. Ta-da! Game over, the chickie didn't make it. No! And then it actually did do the exit, but what it does when you're just doing test mode is it returns it to edit mode. So that worked, guys. That's how you have a lose condition for the game. When your lives run out. So when lives equal to 0, then it'll give you the... You can add some music to this. I think there's like game over sound effects and all that sort of a thing. You can add a screen shake and all kinds of effects if you want to make it go like, oh, when it's game over, it goes black and white. I'll leave that creativity up to you. I'll just return our lives back to normal. Alrighty, and now for a win condition, friends. And at the moment, what we can do for a win condition is actually it's pretty much the same. We'll lose and win condition is pretty much the same because when you win, the game also ends. But it'll just be telling you, congratulations, you won. I remember in like old school arcade games, even if you won, it still said game over, and you're kind of like, but you know, at the end of the day, when you win a game, the game is over. Oh, bit of a sad thought there. Anyway, so what you'll do is you'll go to wave 3, right? And what you can do is you can make it so that when you've got the selector, right? So remember, we've got this logic over here that makes that when our enemies run out, so it's checking our enemies remaining. When our enemies remaining is equal to 0, then it's going to say, okay, cool. We've got a timer going on here, which is saying the time until the next wave starts. And then it's when the timer is complete, the timer is finished, it goes to the next output. So all we have to do is go to our selector, give ourselves a fourth option, and this fourth option will be much like the lose condition. What we're going to do for it is, I'm actually just going to copy this timeline. Oh, just for the sake of clarity, I'm going to call this one lose. And I shall call our new one that we've just copied, we shall call that one win. Win. Ooh. Alrighty. So then we're going to connect our win timeline and also a doorway. And we're going to go into our win. We're going to change the text so that it's going to say, you win. And then, okay, actually I think there's like I think it's called chick. Oh, no. Chicken. I'm trying to remember what the emoji's like code is. Chicken. Well, it's not exactly right, but cheap. That's just a little bit of a you win, cheap. So this is the happiness of maybe this is the mother hen, you know what I'm saying? The mother hen is saying cheap because you've won. Good job. You know what I mean? And then what happens is this will trigger a doorway, which will, you know, if you've got multiple levels, maybe it'll take you to the next even harder level, or it'll be the end of the game. So really, whether you win or you lose, it'll be the end. Of course, for the lose, you can add that global setting and just reset the scene so that it starts again. But really, friends, that's up to you and up to your however you want to do it. You could have like you beat it in 5 minutes. Do you want to try again? You know, so even if you win, then you can like reset the scene and try again and get a better time or lose less lives, that sort of a thing. Really, friends, it's up to you. But those are the basics of having a win condition and a lose condition. For the lose condition, it's kind of just dependent on a variable. With a win condition, you can have it as like another one of the options of a selector. So it's kind of like after the final wave is done, the next option will be winning. But there you are, friends. That's all there is to it. A nice simple one to pretty much end us off with. The next video I'm going to be doing is the final one, and it's really just the finishing touches. You don't need to do that one. In that one, I'm really just going to be making the tower defense look a bit nicer, maybe neatening things up, adding a little bit of decoration, a little bit of color, and like a few little tips and tricks to make your tower defense just pop, just give it that little bit of emphasis and stick out a bit, and some sort of tips there. So friends, I hope you found this useful, and if you have any questions, as ever, hit me up in the comments, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. Woohoo! Peace out!